Yeah, yeah, what's up? Yeah. So, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Femi K. I'm the CEO of On Air Travels and On Air Nigeria. So, we help people travel abroad. So, guys, welcome back to this video. And what we have to say in this video is about, questions that you could literally be asked at the embassy, questions that the embassy guys can ask you. So, this is just a video to prepare you and help you to, have like a hint. Nobody knows the question that could like literally be asked in the embassy. Nobody knows what they can ask you and all of that. But we are trying our best to I compiled a list from a lot of my students that already did this whole thing before, this whole process. So um I hope this would literally help you to, you know, get prepared and all of that. So let's get right into the video. All right, so the first question they could literally ask you is who is sponsoring you, and what's the relationship and you have with your sponsor and the job of your sponsor. So this is a very strategic question, to be very honest with you guys, because there are literally different ways this could go. So but firstly, what you need to do is look at your age. For example, you are 30 years old and you're a master's student, and they're asking you who is sponsoring you, and you're telling them my mom is sponsoring me, my dad is sponsoring me. If I'm the interviewer, I'll firstly give you a hard knock on the head, because like you're 30, for crying out loud. So I'm not saying at 30 your mom and dad cannot sponsor you, but I'm just saying that like you have to be very strategic. Even if you're going to say they are sponsoring you, you have to be like still like you can be like, okay, so the answer can be like, okay, I have some answers here written, so you can be like, I have resources ready to help me with this trip, and my parents or guardian are very ready to support me too. You see that this is like different from, oh, my parents are just sponsoring, my dad is sponsoring me. If I was your dad, I would just laugh at you. So like it's different from that. So just, but you can literally DM me and ask me if oh, this question is very specific, and it depends on your age, depends on your applications and all of that. So a lot of criteria are actually involved in these questions particularly. So you can literally DM me and I would explain to you on how you can go about it. Okay. All right. So the second question is why are you going to Russia? So you know this one, I would literally give you guys an example, but this example is for somebody that is actually going for the language program. So there are a lot of courses in the world, and there are a lot of reasons why you are going to Russia. But I'll give you an example based on somebody that is just going for the language program. So what we can say is, okay, what that person can say is, I'm going to Russia to study and immerse myself in the Russian language culture and culture rather. I believe that this experience will provide me with a valuable opportunity to enhance my language skills and gain a deeper understanding of the Russian history, society, and traditions. Additionally, I hope to engage in cultural exchange and build meaningful connections with people from a different part of the world. So, you see now that it's very detailed. So, like, you can literally use that if you're a language student. But for people that are going for their MScs, their BScs, all you need to do is when they ask you why you are going to Russia, tell them about your course, tell them about different, like, why are you going to Russia, tell them about your motives, but in your motives be very confident, and also be very um like specific, you understand, so that they can be very understanding of one thing. And also there's one thing that people literally do in the embassy. They ask you one question, you want to talk and talk and talk and talk. Be very, very detailed, and try as much as possible. Try your best to make sure that your speech is not too long, because when they are reading into what you are saying, you might have issues. They can ask you another question and stuff like that, and you don't want that kind of problems and stuff. So yeah, so just make sure that you have a a a brief answer for most of the questions that they'll be asking you. So the third question now, it's what is the name of the city and the school name? So you can go ahead and tell them, you know, the name of your school and the city where it's located. So you have to be specific and make sure that your pronunciation is right. It can earn you some points, more favors from your interviewer or your whatever interviewee. I don't know which one is he now. So yeah, but this question, like they usually ask you, what is the name of your city? So this is where you have to research. Of course, if you are going to somewhere, you have to research now. So, okay, so where is the city? There are many cities in Russia. We have Yekaterinburg, we have Moscow, we have Ryazan, Kazan, Yakut, Belgorod, etc., etc. So you have to research which one are you actually going to. So, for example, if you apply with my agency, for example, now we would have prepared you to know which specific city you'll literally be coming to, like so that you wouldn't just get to the embassy and be like, it's true that I'm traveling, I don't know where I'm going to. No, it's very funny, but it literally happens to people. So you have to know the school name and also know the name of the city that you're going to. So the fourth question, I don't want to be too I don't want to go to make this video too long. So literally, you can always DM me and ask me for whatever you want to ask. So just giving you a brief understanding of this whole thing. So number four, what course do you want to study and why you chose to study the course? Like I said, I compiled this whole text, everything here from 50 of my students. They asked me, and most of this, I brought out 10 questions, and all of these 10 questions are what I see, the similarities. I filtered everything, and I was able to bring out 10 that are standard. So I'm still going to give you guys more, but like you have to stay tuned and subscribe, and also you can get my number to be in the one side there, and just chat me up anytime. I'm always busy, but like just chat me up, and if I'm not busy, I will definitely reply you immediately. So let's go back to number four. What course do you want to study and why you chose to study the course? So let's take, for example, the scenario of a medical student, because I personally am a medical student, so I have a lot of information on that. So, of course, this is the one for a medical student. So, what a medical student can say in this case is, I would like to study medicine because I have a strong passion for helping others and making a positive impact on people's lives. Medicine is a field that allows me to combine my love for science with my desire to serve the community. I'm also drawn to the intellectual challenge and the opportunity to continuously learn and grow in this field. Ultimately, I want to become a doctor so that I can contribute to improving healthcare and addressing medical needs both domestically and internationally. I believe that studying medicine will provide me with the knowledge and skills necessary to make a meaningful difference in the world. You see, now it's different from somebody that they just ask you, what do you want to go and study? You're like, I want to study medicine. Why? Eh, I want to save lives. Of course, like it's a this is a very like cliche answer. Everybody knows this answer. Of course, we know you want to save lives, but like go into details. How do you want to help people? Do you want to help them domestically or internationally? This kind of things give you points in the eyes of your interviewer because it's like, oh, he knows what he's going to do. He's confident and all of that. You understand? So the next question they can ask you is, what are you going to do in Russia? So as crazy as this question might sound, sorry for putting things like that, but like it's a very, very important question because it's very specific to you, and you need to just state what your reason is and the specific be specific in your descriptions and tell the interviewer your reasons, and also be very confident. What are you going to do in Russia? Of course, tell them what you are going to do. I'm going there to study. If you're going there to work, tell them I'm going there to work. If you're going there to mingle with friends or you're going there for travel purposes, I'm going there for travel purposes. Like, you have to not lie because your interviewer already knows you. He has read about you. He knows about everything in your application before you are even in front of him. So all those questions are just ways to double check and see if you are really like serious or you know what you're going there to do. Because trust me, some people even till the last minute they don't know what they are going to do. Trust me, like they're still like still on that shock. I don't know if it's a Nigerian thing, but like it's more of like, I don't know why I'm going abroad. Is it not just all right? So let's go to the next question, anyways. So they can ask you, why Russia and not Nigeria? In as much as the Nigerian part of me wants to answer this question in a very Nigerian way, like, guy, are you not seeing this thing that you guys call the country? Like, is something wrong with you? I want to be like, but guys, don't do that. Oh. If you do it, you will not be here. Oh. So for me, I'll give you guys another scenario as a medical student that I am. So what I can say is, for example, if I'm a medical student, what I would say is I've chosen to study in Russia because of its strong reputation in the field of medicine. So Russian medical schools are known for their high quality education and rigorous training, which will provide me with knowledge and skills necessary to become a doctor rather. So additionally, I'm drawn to the rich cultural heritage and diversity of Russia, and I believe that studying there will provide me with a unique and enriching experience. While Nigeria also has excellent medical programs, At least try to, give your country some reputation, which is very true. I feel that studying in Russia will offer me a different perspective and help me develop a global understanding of healthcare. It may not be as long as this, but try to be very detailed. The essence of this video is not to tell you what to say, it's to tell you how to prepare yourself, so how to don't be scared. Like those people that are asking you questions are literally human beings, like they are human beings also, like you, and if they sense any iota of fear in you, they start to retreat. They start to understand that you may not know what you are going there to do and stuff like that. So the next one, they can ask you, how do you intend to sponsor your living expenses? This question is very tricky and you need to be very confident, because how do you intend to sponsor yourself? Like, you've not even been in that country before. So whatever answer you are giving them, you have to be very like futuristic, and also you have to be very like, you can be like, I have resources ready. Normally Russia asks for proof of funds, but now they stop asking for proof of funds. So before, that literally covers for this question, but now they usually sometimes can ask you, so you can be like, I have resources ready and I have the help of a sponsor that is fully ready to support me. But if you're going there and you're like, I'm going there to go and get a job, especially as a student, it might be a problem for you, because they can be like, oh, so what if you don't get the job there? Then you become a nuisance, because they know you will not want to come back home. So it's more of like a very tricky question. But what you can do is you can literally DM me and ask me this question, and I can send you a voice note on exactly what to say if I've seen your document, because I need to know how old you are. I need to know what you are going there to study. I need to also know your background in a little way, so I can be able to help you. But if you're going there, you just have to be confident and tell them, I'm going to support, if you can support yourself, or support myself. If you have a business, you can be like, I have a business here in Nigeria that helps me, and blah, 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 like that. All these things really like comes out to help you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying now. So exactly. So the next one, they can ask you, how do you get there? How do you get to your destination when you get there? Like, how do you get to your destination when you get there? So this one is a very good question. So if it's my agency that is in charge of your admission, this one is something that I will literally tell you. I'm the one that's going to pick you up, and when you get to Moscow, I will teach you how you're going to get into a taxi and how you're going to be able to navigate. Because I personally stay in Yekaterinburg city. So I personally stay in Yekaterinburg city, and when you call me in Moscow, I'll literally teach you how you can get a taxi, how you can go to your railway station or your airport, where you're going to be able to, lodge and all of that, and come to wherever you're coming to. So you can tell them at the airport, I have a friend, his name is Femi K, and he's going to help me with everything. But if you did not use my agents, because not only people that use me, my work, my services, will literally watch this video. Maybe you're already at this is just, you're at the verge, you're just searching to help yourself to get prepared. You can literally still chat me up, and I will tell you what to do. Or you can tell them about the person that assisted you, like maybe it's an agency. If you use some agencies, you can talk about the agency, that this agency will assist me. If it's a person that helped you, or is your brother or your sister, tell them my brother or my sister is there to pick me up and stuff like that. So literally, it's possible. So number 9, so they can ask you questions regarding your course of study. So this one is very tricky, because they can tell you, oh, what do you want to go and study there? Oh, I'm a doctor. I want to become a doctor. I'm going there to study medicine and surgery. They can ask you, for example, a friend now, I chatted him up, and I was like, because when I was trying to do this video, I chatted 50 of my students up that I've done admission for, and they're in Russia already. So I chatted this one up, and it was like, they asked him how many liters of blood um is in the human body. So just imagine, like, that you don't know this answer. Like, just imagine. So if you're an accountant, you should prepare some things in your accounting field. If you are a biotechnologist, you should try to, they can literally ask you, who is a biotechnologist, and if you don't know, you don't know. If you're a lawyer, they can ask you, how would you do this, how would you defend the case of somebody that came to the embassy and they denied him, and you know you will not be looking like, in the case, so they expect you to know some things that are this is literally a biology question. This how many liters of blah blah blah. But some people literally may not be prepared for it. Like, it's not their fault. It's not because they're not smart, but because they just don't know that the embassy will literally ask them something like, how many liters of blood. If it was me, I would just literally take out a, a maybe something like a bottle, and I would just pour my blood into it and check how many liters maybe. So like, literally, that's just a joke, but be prepared all round. So number 10, which is the last question, they can ask you, are you coming back home after your studies? So this question is for them to see if you have strong ties to your roots. So Your answer can literally be very simple. Your answer should just be yes, I will come back after studying because I want to use the knowledge I acquire in Russia to better my country. Like I'm using this knowledge to, to better my country, my my country Nigeria and all of that. So these are questions. This is like 10 questions that are already compiled. Of course, there are others, but this is like a the commonly asked questions. And this was compiled from 50 of my students that I did the admission for to come to Russia to study. So of course I would release a part two video on this. And the more people that comes in, the more I will keep fact checking and seeing if you know how it works and the questions they ask them so I'll be able to help other people like you guys that are watching this video now. So, guys, it's very easy to come and study abroad or study in Russia, and don't be scared. Don't go to the embassy scared, thinking that, oh, they might ask me this question, they might ask me this question. At the end of the day, what you are even thinking. Do you know some people, they don't even interview them, they just check their documents, the secretary checks the document, and that's it. Very much it. Come back for your visa and all of that because they just don't have anything to ask you anymore. So don't be scared. Go there with a very positive mindset. Don't be looking at how you are going to get denied. Look at how you are going to get accepted. Be very confident. Confidence is the thing. In fact, if you don't even know what you are saying, just be confident. Like, why are you going to Russia? This. Who is sponsoring you? This. Be very, very confident. And at the end of the day, they would not deny your visa. So, guys, I'm wrapping up this video because I don't want it to be very long, like I said before. But if you want to study in Russia, we can assist you. I personally, my name is Femi K. I run admission for people, and I've assisted a lot of people to travel to their Russia to this their dream destination and all of that. So I can literally help you to come here to study, to work as you're studying, and you can literally be in greener pasture. So, guys, I'll put my number somewhere around, maybe in the description or in the video itself. Put my Instagram so you can literally communicate with me anytime, any day, anytime you literally want. This is what I do, and I help people to make sure that they are able to, at the end of the day, refer other people to us. So we've done a lot of admission for many people all around Nigeria, even in Africa, we are expanding and all of that. So this video is actually a video of more for my students to help them to see how they can be able to navigate the whole the embassy questions and all of that. But it's not difficult. Well, in the embassy, they asked me, I was young when I went to the embassy. So they asked me questions like who is sponsoring me, which I told them. I even had a proof of funds then. They also asked me, what do I want to go study? I said I'm going there for medicine and the language. I'll do the language first, then go for the medicine course and all of that. They said no problem, go and in fact I even made a mistake with my signature because I was very young when I did my passport. So I wrote only my name. So later I was already mature. So when I went to the embassy, so I was asked to sign. Just imagine. So my hand was shaking. So I was literally putting the signature of when I was already old enough to sign. Apparently it was when I was young that I did my passport. So they wanted the signature on that passport. So I didn't know. And I was even told that that kind of situation, if it had happened, like with another interviewer, he might have told me to even, like, he might have denied me and all of that. But look at God. Like, he just told me, go and resign it. And that's it. Because, at the end of the day, you just have to be prayerful. God is the major person that makes the embassy accept you, at the end of the day. So just be prayerful, be confident, and don't worry, everything will be fine. So, guys, you know what you do for me now? Subscribe. I've helped you. So help me subscribe so that this content would be broadcasted to other people that will literally be in need of something like this. So, and chat me up if you want to study abroad. I will literally give you more information on how you can do it. And also, this is my first YouTube video, so guys, support me. Support me with a like or a subscription thing. Just press that bell. I don't know the bell they used to say we should press, but press the bell. Just be pressing the bell as we are speaking right now. I don't know where the bell is, but press it. So, guys, thank you very much for sticking through to the end of this video. And bless up, subscribe, follow, like, comment, and drop your thoughts. If you have any other questions that you think they might have asked you that can help other people, you can drop it in the comment section so that other people can see it and benefit from it. So goodbye, guys. See you. Madu, I pray it's recording.